Hi, we are moving on to lesson 12.6, draw quadrilaterals. Our objective, our I can today is I can draw quadrilaterals. We know that quad means four, so a quadrilateral has four sides, four angles. All right, so you have learned to classify quadrilaterals by the number of pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. Parallel meaning together up here, together over here. That don't touch. By the number of sides of equal length and by the number of right angles. How can you draw a quadrilateral? Okay, so I want you to look up here. I drew a quadrilateral right here, and what you need is, it does help if you have grid paper, which are the grid paper that goes back and forth. I didn't have any grid paper, chart paper with me, so I just did it without. But you do need a ruler. So you might say, I don't have a ruler. Well, you could use a straight edge. So find something that you could use that has a straight edge. It might be a side of a book right here, straight edge. Straight edge. It might be the side of a notebook, side of anything that is straight, okay? Because you want your lines to be as straight as you can, your line segments to be as straight as you can. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. I drew from A to B line segment, a line segment from B to C, from C to D, and connected from D to A. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, 4 angles. It is a quadrilateral, but what is the name of this quadrilateral? The pairs of sides are not equal. What is it? Do you remember? That's right, a trapezoid. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, in the second activity, is we are going to draw, or I already drew, 3 examples of quadrilaterals, the ones in black. So this is a quadrilateral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 3 examples of quadrilaterals. They each have 4 sides, they each have 4 angles. And then I drew an example of a polygon that is not a quadrilateral. And I want to know, why is this one not a quadrilateral? If we look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 line segments, 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4 line segments, 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4 line segments, 4 sides, 4 angles. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 6 angles. Why is it not? It is not because my polygon has 6 sides and 6 angles. And that's obviously different from 4 sides and 4 angles. So that's what makes my polygon that I drew not a quadrilateral. All right, let's see. Oh no, what is going on here? Stick these back up. All right, let's move on. Now we are going to draw 3 examples of a square and one that is not a square. So as you can see, I have in black my 3 examples that are a square. A square has 4 sides that are all the same length, okay? And then I drew this. It has 4 sides. It has 4 angles, so it is a quadrilateral, but it is not a square. What makes it not a square? You're right, it does not have 4 equal sides. So as you can see, these two, these are a pair and they're equal sides, and these are a pair and they're equal sides, but they are not all 4 equal sides. So it does not have 4 equal sides. Plain as that. All right, let's continue. Now we are going to be drawing rectangles, okay? So what do we know about rectangles? We know that, of course, they're a polygon, they're a quadrilateral, they have 4 sides and 4 angles, but they have 2 pairs of equal sides. So this side and this side is a pair. The top and the bottom is a pair. The top and the bottom is a pair. The left and the right is a pair. They're equal. They're parallel lines and they're equal. Pair, pair. So what's wrong with mine? These are not parallel because if they keep going, they're going to intersect. That's right. And are my top and bottom equal sides? No, they are not. So my quadrilateral does not have 4 right angles, 2 pairs of sides of equal length, or 2 pairs of opposite sides of equal length. Does not have 4 right angles or pairs of equal sides. We're going to shorten that because I'm out of room. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to look at rhombus. Ooh. So we have 3 examples of rhombus and 1 example that is not a rhombus. Why is this quadrilateral not a rhombus? You're absolutely right. It is not a rhombus because it does not have equal sides. They look close, but they're not. My polygon does not have equal sides. So you have to really think about what you have learned in your previous lessons about what makes a trapezoid, what makes a rhombus, what makes a square, what makes different types of quadrilaterals. Okay, now we are moving on. Let's look at these groups of dots. Okay, I have a bunch of dots here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dots. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to use the dots and connect them, choose 4 endpoints. Each dot is an endpoint, and I'm going to blow them up here so you can see them bigger. So each dot is an endpoint, okay? You are choosing 4 endpoints to connect to make a rectangle. All right, let's see. And then you're just going to ignore the other ones because there's a bunch of them there, but we have to choose which 4 to make a rectangle. Well, those 2 are equal lengths, so that's 1 pair of sides that have equal lengths. And that's a 2nd pair of sides that have equal lengths. So there's my rectangle. Quadrilateral, 4 sides, 4 angles. All right, let's move over here. We are now going to draw what it says here and name it. So let's think about it. If it has 2 pairs of sides equal in length, what do we call that? You're absolutely right. It's a rectangle. And we just talked about what a rectangle looks like here. So I am going to draw 2 pairs of sides. And does it matter what I want my sides, how long I want them to be? No, you choose. But make sure you use your ruler or flat edge to make them as precise as you can make them. Oh goodness, as I just went over my finger. So we're gonna have a little bit of a lump in that one. There we go. These 2 are equal lengths, these 2 are equal lengths. Here, 2 pairs of sides equal in length, we call it a rectangle. And let's move over here. 4 sides of equal length. 4 sides of equal length. It doesn't say that it has to have 4 right angles. So it's not going to be a square. It is going to be a rhombus. Good job. So 4 sides of equal length. And I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller because I'm short on space here. Kind of different to draw in the air. It reminds me of that song, I throw my hands up in the air, saying, hey. And hey, we are back to a lesson from a couple of days ago. So now I would like for you to remember what you know about quadrilaterals. Take your time, do your best, and go ahead and hop on to lesson 12.6 on Think Central. I know you're going to be great.